Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name's Jeremiah Krakowski, and I've been helping business owners for the last 17 years grow their businesses to 6, 7, and even 8 figures on the internet using the tools of the internet. And this podcast is designed to give you tips, tricks, and strategies to get more results, both mindset-wise and in your business. If you're not in the hashtag Grow Your Life Facebook group, be sure to join that group. There's over 1,500 people just like yourself working on their businesses, growing in their life and in their business every single day to reach their goals faster. There's no such thing as silly questions in there. You can ask any question and you can bounce around ideas and someone will be able to direct you to what's going to help you progress forward. I think that there's no reason that people should stay stuck because they lack knowledge and understanding. On the internet, we have access to unlimited knowledge. And so that Facebook group is a resource for you to gain the knowledge that you don't have. If you don't have my brand new course, Irresistible Offers That Sell, that's one that I would highly recommend. It's only $57. And I've taken everything that I've done over the years to help business owners grow in online sales. I've helped create over 100 offers online, many of which that have sold 7 figures. And whether you're just trying to make 5 or 6 figures, this is going to help you. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on the course. I walk you through step-by-step everything that you need to know that I've been using with my consulting and coaching clients to get them more sales in their businesses in this course. I believe that if you're listening to this podcast, this is the course that you've been looking for to help you get more sales. So check it out at my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. Let's dive right into this podcast episode here today. If you're somebody that is building a business, you are an entrepreneur, you're somebody that wants to no longer work for somebody else and create a life on your own terms, there's some requirements involved in this. And one of the biggest ones that I've really kind of tapped into lately is the fact that you're going to have to get uncomfortable every single day. You hear me talk, and I believe that success is actually a lot easier. I said the word easy is a lot easier than we've been sold, but it's very uncomfortable. And so as long as you're trying to remain comfortable, safe, and secure, you won't take a risk. You won't do things. You won't be willing to do what might produce failure. You won't be willing to put yourself out there to where you might be judged by people. All these different things that we refuse to do, that we're unwilling to do, that keep us from growing a potential business. And right now we have a culture that has really prioritized safety, security, comfort. We don't do anything that doesn't make us feel uncomfortable. And I think in some ways those are good. Like, you don't want to do anything immoral that violates your convictions that makes you feel uncomfortable. You know, we see a lot of situations like this to where there's a standard to where we're speaking up now on injustice and issues like that. That's not what I'm talking about. As a business owner, you're going to have to do what makes you feel uncomfortable. Not those things that go against those convictions that you have, not anything that is an injustice, but personal comfort, personal feelings of, well, this makes me feel uncomfortable to do X, Y, Z, are not an option as an entrepreneur to say, to come out of your mouth. And I know many business owners, many of the people that I've talked to, they're waiting until they finally feel comfortable enough before they start to build their business. They're waiting until they feel like they have arrived to a place where they finally are ready to take action on all the things that they've been thinking about. The truth is, the world is changing a lot right now. And if you're waiting around even 3 months to take action on an idea, the opportunity will have completely passed you by. Things are progressing faster. Timelines, especially post 2020 with what we had with COVID-19, on the internet, which is what I deal with a lot, internet sales for people. What took 12 years for people to adopt and do and to take action on is happening sometimes in less than 14 days. And so you don't have a 12-year timeline anymore to do certain things. You're going to have to take action quickly and do things quicker. And speed and execution and momentum are far more important than doing all the things perfectly in your business. As an entrepreneur, that is going to make you uncomfortable. And so we have to lean into, with excitement, any opportunity that we have. Flipping your perspective on this, I think, will help you make a lot more money. Anything that in your business makes you feel uncomfortable to do is a thing that you need to do as quickly as possible. Many times we're putting off what makes us feel uncomfortable, those discomfort situations. We're waiting until we feel good enough inside to do them. Now, there's always grace for the process. Listen, I'm not talking about the outcome. The outcome doesn't have to be perfect. Taking imperfect action terrifies a lot of people. It keeps them stuck. They're worried about what their friends or their family are going to say, or people not buying from them. And this fear grips people. What if you shifted your perspective that what you are afraid of excited you on a regular basis, and you started doing those things more often? Anybody that I know that has ever been successful in business cultivates a mentality every day where they do what makes them feel uncomfortable. And so for you to reach your goals as an entrepreneur, you're going to have to cultivate that mentality inside of you. This is another one of those separating factors, and I've been really leaning into those. I've been studying them. What separates the most successful entrepreneurs from just wantrepreneurs, people that want to be an entrepreneur, people that want to be successful but can never quite make it? This is another one of those things, is they do uncomfortable, scary, terrifying things on a daily basis, on a consistent daily basis. They've cultivated more courage than the average person. They're willing to take risks, take action, say things, do things that would previously have terrified them, or still does terrify them. And they take the action scared, shaking in their boots. And so you, as a business owner, need to start doing that. And again, with how quickly things are progressing on the internet, you almost don't even have time to grab all the pieces and learn and figure out, because by the time you figure it out, it changes. I've actually heard a lot of people say that. By the time I figured out this one thing in business, it all changed. Yeah. And that's going to keep happening and keep happening and keep happening and keep happening and keep happening more and worse as time moves on. We are in a rapid acceleration stage on the internet and with sales. It's never going to get better to where you learn something and then it all changes on the internet. And this is a paradigm shift that throws people off. It kind of weeds out the people that are successful from those that are not, that are probably never going to be successful. Until you're willing to do what makes you feel uncomfortable, take action even though you don't have all the pieces figured out. Doing the things that you need to do, that you know that you can do today, and stop waiting until you have it all laid out in front of you. And some of you may have a personality where you need all the pieces together, but I get that. I've studied a lot of that because many different people have different personalities, and you may have a personality where you need to have all the pieces together before you take action. If you're wanting to be successful as an entrepreneur on the internet, in a business, you're going to have to rewire that part of your brain to start taking action with uncertainty. And many times, this is why even some forms of therapy can be very helpful, because sometimes there's a piece of past trauma or a traumatic situation that is telling you, I can't do that because we're afraid of repeating a past scenario. We're afraid of getting hurt. We're afraid of losing everything, or because we tried it once before, we tried this idea and it didn't work out for us. And so processing through those things and even healing some of those areas are very important for you to break through this. You're going to have to start to take consistent action that terrifies you and makes you feel uncomfortable on a regular basis. Be willing to fail. Be willing to make mistakes. Be willing to have people not like you. People pleasing doesn't work. You're going to have to retrain yourself, the patterns that you've lived your life up to this moment in time, in a different way for you to get a different result. That's why I go back to what I said in the beginning here. We have a culture that has prioritized safety, security, not doing what makes us feel uncomfortable. And so we have these messages all around us telling us to literally not build our business. Choosing to not do what makes you feel uncomfortable is a choice to not build your business. Because you have to take ownership over what you're doing every single day. As a business owner, you're responsible for that. And so, again, what makes you feel uncomfortable for you may be different for other people. And this is what I work through with a lot of my coaching clients, people that hop on the phone with me on my free 15-minute calls. I've had I know some people haven't even hopped on a free 15-minute call with me because they haven't felt comfortable enough to have a conversation about their business, or feel like they're ready yet, or feel like they haven't gotten clarity enough yet to do that. When in fact, that's the very thing that they need to do, that you need to do, if that's you, that's going to help you grow in your business, is getting help and doing that uncomfortable thing without clarity, without certainty, without a perfect plan to gain the momentum to move forward. And this is what I have seen in my life. I used to be somebody, still am somebody, let me correct that, that waits until I have certainty before I take action. And this is one of the number one battles that I've had to fight and work through and process through and grow through. And so I know this from experience. Once you get this, limitless possibilities open up for you. You're going to have to do the things. You got ideas. You have thoughts. You're going to have to take action on some of those things and do what makes you feel uncomfortable on a daily basis. What doesn't come natural to you. Train yourself to grow in those areas that you feel uncomfortable. Train yourself to do what you previously have said, hey, I'm not ready to do those things. You're ready right now. There's not a moment in time where you're going to be more ready than you are right now to do those things. There's not going to be a moment in time where you're going to have more clarity to build your business, to start to take action. And when you do that, the momentum that you gain is invaluable. The data that you gain is invaluable. Opportunities will not pass you up because you waited on them for so long. It's only going to get faster, and the amount of timeline that you have, we're in a season where innovation is going to happen on a daily basis. Ideas are happening. Things are being implemented. Markets are being disrupted. And you as a business owner can either choose to wait on the sidelines or jump in with all that you got, with both feet forward, and start to build things. Those are the two choices that you have. Constantly waiting until you have certainty is not going to help you as an entrepreneur. And so start today. What are the things that you know inside of you that you've been putting off, that you need to start doing? Maybe it is scheduling a free call with me. Maybe it is just getting your website domain name, but then you're questioning, well, what if it's the wrong domain name? I got a little hint for you. It doesn't matter. Pick a domain name. Do something. It doesn't matter that much. Start today and start moving things forward for you to reach your goals, even if it's against your quote unquote personality. To do what scares you, to do the thing that you fear the most, to do what terrifies you while you're shaking in your boots. Cultivate a life to where even when things aren't going how you want them around you, that when you're at your lowest low, that you can intentionally raise yourself up and stay consistent and take action and do the things that you can do. I know all of you got unique situations. You have unique lives, things going on. I'm not fighting that. A lot of you have people you got to take care of, things that take your time. Do what you can do with what you have. Work on a plan to go to the place that you want to, but it's an active activity, not a passive one. Not one that you can just sit around and wait and hope things that change for you to reach your goals. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but it's going to be worth it in the end. If you get anything out of this podcast, taking uncomfortable action every single day is what's going to help you reach your goals. Now, I'd love to talk with you further on this. You can schedule a free call with me on my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. And we can talk about your business, your situation. I'm not one that really I'm not going to judge you for your situation, by the way, and say, oh, well, you just suck and this all. It's not my attitude. We all have unique stuff that's going on in our lives. I know that. But we also can all make a plan to reach our goals. The sooner that you start taking action and doing one thing every single day that scares you, the faster you're going to reach your goals. Once you get this, opportunities open up for you. Start expecting the best in situations. Stop listening to the voices of haters, family members, friends, people on the internet that say things to you that are critical. If somebody's being critical of what you're doing, these scary things, they're not a voice that you want to be listening to. You want to listen to voices that empower you. When you start to do that, you'll open up and unlock opportunities for you that you never thought were possible in building a business. I know it because I've seen it for myself. I've seen it for the millionaire clients that I've worked with in their lives. I've seen it firsthand. Many of y'all know my mom's story, my family. I've seen it firsthand with her. All of this I'm telling you right now. I've seen this with clients that I coach firsthand. When they get this shift in their life, that's when the momentum starts and the money and the cash flow starts to come in. You got this, my friends. And I'm here to help you along the way. I'm here to come walk along the journey with you. That's what I'm here for. I believe in you so much that I'm not going to give up on this message until you get it. Are you ready to start making the kind of money that you know is possible in your business? Let's go after it. Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon.